Hello everyone, James here from Northeast, here today to talk to you about your goals. I've got a couple of key things to cover off. The first one is this concept, this question: why is it important to set goals? And the answer, of course, is that countless studies have demonstrated time and time again that human beings get better outcomes. We get better life outcomes, better relationship outcomes, just better outcomes in general when we have specific things that we are working toward. And if you translate that into a financial sense, thinking about financial advice, the goals are the thing that enable us to be able to feel really confident that our strategies are correct, know when we're on track or off track. So it's an absolutely integral part of the advice process. Now, we point out to a lot of our members that there are good goals and there are bad goals. And you can have the same goal, but it be like the same end outcome, but because you've set a bad goal around it, then you're not likely to achieve those outcomes, or certainly less likely. And so a simple example might be with health and fitness. For example, if your desire was to be fitter, my goal is to get fit. Respectfully, that's a horrible goal. It's a great strategy. You should definitely do that. But the problem with that goal is that it's very, very hazy. It's unclear. It's poorly defined. There's no time frames. Get fit could be achieved, but just by going outside and going for a single walk, for example, you would be fitter in theory than you were half an hour before. And so when we are talking about goals with our members, where the focus for us is on what we call SMART goals. It's a very common acronym, and it's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and lastly, timely. To use that get fit example, we could replace that ambition of getting fit with saying, I want to get to the gym 30 times in the next 2 months. Now, that's a totally different goal. You're still going to get fit, but now it's much more specific in terms of whether or not you passed or failed. It's much more relevant. It's much more achievable, and also the time is set in the next 2 months. So the last piece to the puzzle here is around how to track your progress and be accountable to your goals. It's one thing to set goals. I think a lot of people in their life, almost everyone surely, has set goals before, and we've all had the experience of not achieving our goals. And the gap can often just be around the level of accountability that you set, or the mechanisms that you have in place to hold you accountable and keep the work going. And so with that in mind, that's a big part of the work that we do as advisors too, is to help our members understand what are they working toward, and then have those mechanisms to say, hey, we're getting off track here. We need to get back and on track and start doing the things again that are going to give us these outcomes. Thanks, everyone. Chat soon.